Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथामृतं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I welcome all the devotees for this evening session and the glories of Rasa. This morning we discussed about the Devatas. Now we are going to discuss about a demon. Interestingly, this demon is better than the Devata. This Asura is better than Sura. Indra regained his heavenly planets by using Narayana Kavacha, which he has learned from Vishwarup, his Guru. Earlier, because of his offense to his Guru, Brihaspati, he lost his heavenly kingdom, but finally he was fortunate enough to get his heavenly kingdom back by the grace of Vishwarup, who taught him Narayana Kavacha very kindly. However, unfortunately, Indra has killed his own Guru, that is Vishwarup, because Vishwarup was offering oblations in the sacrifice in the name of Devatas, in the name of demons also. And Indra became very insecure. Oh, maybe the demons will become stronger, again they will take away my position. So out of his insecurity, he has beheaded Vishwarup. And that made Vishwarup's father Tvashta become very angry and upset with Indra. He wanted to take revenge on Indra. He conducted a sacrifice with a desire to get a son who can kill Indra. And he conducted the sacrifice. But somehow, in that sacrifice, he did not pronounce the mantras properly. Because of the mispronunciation of the mantras, instead of getting a child, a son who can kill Indra, he got a son who can be killed by Indra. So this is the result of karmakandic sacrifices, where you may get opposite results or undesirable results even for a small pronunciation mistake. If the ingredients are not proper, pronunciation is not proper, and the timing is not proper, you will get unnecessary and undesirable results also. That's the nature of karmakandic sacrifices. But when you are chanting Hare Krishna, when you are worshipping the Supreme Lord, then even if your pronunciation is not so accurate because of cultural background or one's own ability to pronounce, still Krishna sees the heart. He is Bhavagrahi Janardhana. He sees the heart and he sees the mood and reciprocates with the devotee, and he ignores any such small mistakes, unintentional mistakes. Not that we intentionally commit mistakes in our worship to the Lord, but if some small mistakes are there which we commit because of inability or lack of experience, the Lord will not penalize the devotee so much. But Tvashta conducted a sacrifice in which he chanted mantras in a wrong manner, with wrong intonation. Therefore he got a son who is killed by Indra, instead of getting a son who can kill Indra. And that son was Vritrasura, a very hideous demon, very huge personality, so tall, very dark in complexion, with copper red hair, with eyes blazing like fire or blazing sun. He had a trident in his hand. How many people are born with a trident in their hands? With ornaments, with crown, with different kinds of bracelets and anklets, etc. He was looking very fierce. And all the priests who were involved in conducting the sacrifice, they look very, very small. If you have seen that painting, Vritrasura is so huge, touching the sky, clouds. And there is no Bali Leela of Vritrasura. It's not that he was born as a small child and eventually he grew up and then he went to the battlefield. No. He just appeared as a mature, adult, fierce person, demon, with weapons. He directly went to the battlefield to fight with Indra, to fight with all the devatas. And naturally, because he is a demon who is trying to attack the devatas, all the demons, other demons also took his side. So Vritrasura, accompanied with so many demons, went to the battlefield to fight with the devatas, and the devatas with their upraised weapons attacked Vritrasura. And Vritrasura swallowed those weapons. He made the weapons useless. And all the devatas were surprised. Who is this new demon? They were scared and they ran away from the battlefield. And they all went to Lord Vishnu, as usual. And they told Lord Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, there's a new demon in the market. You have appeared earlier to kill several demons, like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, and Madhu, Kaitava, Kamsa, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishupala, Dantavakra. The Lord appears in so many forms to kill so many demons. He does Paritranaya Sadhunam, Vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. He appears in various millenniums, various yugas, in different forms to kill the miscreants in different ways. Oh Lord, just the way you have appeared in so many forms earlier to kill so many demons, now also you should take another incarnation. Appear as another avatar to kill this new demon Vritrasura. Please. We are waiting for your incarnation, waiting for your appearance. Then the Lord, and they also glorified the Lord in so many ways. Oh Lord, you are the creator, you are the maintainer, you are the destroyer, you are this, you are that. So many praises. But the Lord heard all these praises, all these prayers and said, Devatas, you are very knowledgeable. You know so much about me. You know so much of philosophy. I am very happy. But unfortunately, you are praying for a meager benefit. With all such prayers and wonderful praises that you are offering to me, I can even give you liberation. Instead of asking for liberation, you are asking me to kill a demon, so that your positions in the heavenly planets are secure. Prabhupada narrates this story. Once there was an old lady. Every day she would go to the forest, collect some firewood, carry all that firewood, big load of firewood on her head, and then bring it to her home. One day she became so exhausted, so tired, that she could not carry that firewood on her head. She just dropped it. She collapsed. She sat down. No strength to lift it also. Then the Supreme Lord Krishna came in front of her and asked, "Oh old lady, do you need any help? You want me to do anything for you? Ask me whatever you want. I will fulfill your desire." She said, "Can you please keep that load of sticks on my head back?" That is her desire. The Lord could have given liberation. Unfortunately, the conditioned soul who is obsessed with so many material desires, although he goes to the Lord sometimes, he only aspires for some material boons or material pleasures or relief from material anxieties. That's why Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvidha bhajante mam janaha sukritino arjuna arto jignasurattharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. 4 types of people come to me. One, arta. Arta bhakta is one who is in distress. He is a relief seeker. He wants relief. Shanti. Oh, too many anxieties in life. Thoda shanti chahiye jeevan mein. So, seeking relief, they approach the Lord. Jignasu, they are very curious. What is this? Why Krishna is dark in complexion? Why can't he be fair? So, they are curious and inquisitive about so many material subjects. They are inquisitive about spiritual subjects also. Out of inquisitiveness, jignasa, they come to the Lord. Third category is artharthi. They want money, they want wealth, they want prosperity, they want position. Artharthi. Gnani, those are really knowledgeable. They worship the Lord. All these 4 are great personalities. They are sukritinas, but they are not necessarily pure devotees. So sometimes even devatas also approach the Lord mostly for material benefits rather than seeking ultimate liberation or Krishna prema. The Lord said, "Okay, nevertheless you have come to me with this desire, I must fulfill your desire." So with this, the Lord said, "Okay, I will definitely protect you from the fear of Vritrasura. But I will not appear as an incarnation, by the way. I will not appear as an incarnation. I want you to work." Sometimes, when the child is stuck in solving a mathematics problem, the parents will not tell them the solution, will not give a solution to the child. Will not say, this is the answer. The child is struggling. 3 plus 4. Write 7 first. Homework is over in 1 minute. In 1 second. The parents will actually give the procedure how to calculate. Take 3 fingers on one hand, take 4 fingers on one hand, and start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it may take some time. Oh, thank you. Some relief. They are relief seekers. Parents will teach the actual procedure of solving the problem instead of directly giving the answer to the solution, to the problem. Similarly, the Lord also told the Devatas, I will not appear as an incarnation to kill the demon, Vritrasura. I expect you only to do some hard work. You only kill Vritrasura. I will tell you a way to get a nice weapon that is capable of killing Vritrasura. The Lord told, go to my devotee, the Diji. The Diji is a powerful personality. His body is so powerful by performing so many austerities. So you should ask him for his bones. And the heavenly architect Vishwakarma will manufacture a thunderbolt weapon Vajrayudha with the bones of the Diji, and with that thunderbolt weapon you will be able to kill Vritrasura. Vritrasura was a devotee of the Lord. In his past life, his name was Chitraketu Maharaj. Because of criticizing Lord Shiva, out of his slight tinge of pride, all with good intentions, he became a demon. He was cursed to become a demon by Mother Parvati. But here, the Supreme Lord Vishnu is planning for the death of Vritrasura. Not only that, he was also planning for the death of another devotee, the Diji. In one shot, in one instruction, Lord Vishnu has given a master plan, a blueprint to kill 2 devotees, Vritrasura and the Diji Muni. And all the devatas took this instruction from Lord Vishnu and went to the Diji Muni and said, the Diji, one request. Can you please die? We will kill you. We will kill you. Why? Because we need your bones. With your bones, we have a lot of activity to do. We will make a nice weapon called thunderbolt weapon Vajrayudha, and we want to kill another demon, another devotee, not demon, devotee. So first we will kill one devotee, the Diji, and with the bones of this devotee we will kill another devotee, Vritrasura. This is our plan. Who gave you this plan? Lord Vishnu gave this plan. The Diji said, even if Lord Vishnu personally asks for the body, asks for one's life, I cannot give. How can I give? Life is so dear to all embodied beings, even at the cost of compromising on dharma, compromising on some protocols or policies, one should worship the Lord, one should protect one's body. When somebody keeps a knife on a person's throat, if he speaks truth, throat is cut. If he speaks a lie, his life will be spared. What will the person do generally? Speaking lies against dharma. There are 4 pillars of dharma. Satyam, Daya, Tapah, Shaucham. Out of them, Satyam is one of the pillars of dharma. So, speaking asatyam is adharma, but he will do that adharma to protect one's life. The Diji said, I cannot give up my life just for your sake. I think it's not an appropriate request. Then all the devatas became desperate. They said, oh, how can you say like that? We are very desperate here. Generally, a donor, a charitable person, offers charity to a needy person considering their desperation. So a donor should not just deny. Even though the donor is losing some property or harming oneself, Out of their deep compassion, the donor should just donate as per the requirements of the desperate beggar. We have beggars in front of you. Please don't say no. They are very compassionate. You are paradukha dukhi, you are a Vaishnava. They started speaking so many things. Then Dajit said, hey, don't worry, I am just joking. How can I not offer my body or bones when such exalted personalities like Devatas came to beg charity from me? And how can I not offer my bones when Lord Vishnu personally told? And even if you don't quote Vishnu, still I would have offered my bones to you. Because you are all universal administrators. You are doing great service. You are taking care of all the managerial affairs of this entire universe. If I can be of some assistance to you, if my body can be of some assistance to you, why should I have any hesitation to offer that body to you? I will happily offer. In fact, this body is meant to render service to others. Lord Krishna gives an example of the trees to teach us this, to teach us the importance of selfless seva. In the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. Etavajjanma safalyam dehinamiha dehishu prane arthay dhiya vacha shriya acharanam sada. Prana means life, artha, wealth, dhiya, intelligence, vacha, words. All these four faculties that we have must be utilized in the service of other personalities. Utilized in the service of the entire humanity. That's a worthy way of living life. That's the worthiest way of living life. Even in the 8th canto of Bhagavatam, in the Samudra Manthan episode, this beautiful shloka appears. Praising Lord Shiva. Tapyante lokatapena sadhavaha prayasho janah paramaradhanam tadhi purushasyakhilakmanaha. Tapyante lokatapena. Great benevolent personalities, compassionate souls, they undergo so much of tapa to counteract our tapa. Tapa means difficulty, miseries. Tapa means tapasya, austerity. Voluntarily accepting some inconveniences upon oneself for a higher purpose is called austerity or tapasya. What is the higher purpose for a devotee? Welfare of other living beings. Right? To cause welfare for all the other living beings, great benevolent, compassionate souls take voluntary inconveniences upon themselves. That's their compassionate spirit. Lord Shiva saw that the entire universe is being affected by this spreading poison, halahala. When the Devatas and demons churned the milk ocean, the first product that came out of the Samudra Manthan was poison, halahala poison. And all the Devatas took shelter of Lord Shiva. Shiva, please protect us from this poison. And Shiva drank the poison. See, the Devatas, they go to Shiva and ask him, drink poison. They go to the Diji and say, die, give your bones. They have very unusual requests. But Shiva says, I will drink poison. No. Before drinking poison, Shiva asked his wife, my dear Parvati, can I drink poison? Which wife will give permission to her husband to drink poison? But this wife gave it. Parvati gave permission. Okay, go and drink poison. 2 reasons. Even if I say no, he will drink. He will not listen to me. Why? Why he will not listen? Because he is compassionate. He is more compassionate towards all living beings. Basically, Parvati gave permission to Lord Shiva to drink poison for 2 reasons. First reason is, she understood his power. Second reason is that she understood his mood. My husband, Lord Shiva, is so powerful that even if he drinks poison, nothing will happen to him. First reason. Second, my husband is so compassionate that he cannot see anybody undergoing any trouble. He is paradukha dukhi. He is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho. Any Vaishnava is Paradukha Dukhi. And the best of all Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is definitely Paradukha Dukhi. How can he see the entire universe being tormented by this hala poison that is spreading everywhere? How can he keep quiet? He will definitely drink this poison. So knowing the mood of Lord Shiva as a chaste wife and also understanding his power, Mother Parvati said, yes, please, go ahead. And Shiva accepted this entire hala in his hands and he drank. So Mahaprasad fell down. And poisons and scorpions and snakes drank that poison and they became poisonous. So, tapyante lokatapena sadhavaha prayaso janaha paramaradhanam tadhi purushasya akhilatmanaha. This is parama aradhanam. This way of extending oneself for the welfare of other people is the greatest form of worship unto the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Parama aradhanam tadhi purushasya akhilatmanaha. In the same manner as Lord Shiva drank the poison to protect the Devatas and everybody else, Dadhiji also agreed to offer his bones to the Devatas. Dadhiji, just accept these bones. Take these bones from me, no problem. My life is meant for the service of others. And in fact, those who receive this opportunity to render service to the humanity, especially for the spiritual upliftment of humanity, they are very fortunate. To get an opportunity to contribute to the spiritual upliftment of the society is a great and rare and very precious opportunity. And great souls just accept it, grab it. And that's what Prabhupada has done. 2 heart attacks. Such a long journey on the sea. At the age of 70, 69. Not a small sacrifice that he has done. Dadhiji said, accept my bones. And the Devatas were taking away his bones. And Dadhiji did not even realize that his body is getting separated from himself. And the Devatas never gave any anesthesia to Dadhiji. They are taking away your bones. Here is anesthesia. So that you don't realize the pain. Nothing like that. Directly took away his bones. But Dadhiji was so Krishna conscious that he did not even become aware of the bodily pain. Sometimes when some injection is given to us, we feel so much pain. Sometimes blood is getting extracted from us, we feel so much pain. Even one pinprick or thorn prick, we feel so much pain. Because most of the times, the conditioned souls, or all conditioned souls at all times, are bodily conscious. Anything that happens to the body will definitely cause them pain, because they are very much attached to the body. But Dadhiji was not at all bodily conscious. His consciousness is on a higher plane. Therefore, Dadhiji did not even realize the physical pain when the Devatas were taking away his bones. He was absorbed in meditating on Krishna. That is one aspect of Dadhiji. Of course, even yogis also can do that. What is such a big thing about Dadhiji? Not feeling the pain, physical pain. Even yogis also may not feel physical pain. But the speciality of Dadhiji is that he never suspected the intentions of Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu. I have been worshipping Lord Vishnu since long time. I am such a dedicated devotee of the Lord, and that Lord whom I have been worshipping, will he plan for my death? How could he send the Devatas to take away my life? Doesn't he love me? Generally people become emotional, right? You offer your body, mind and words to somebody and that somebody tries to kill you. And it's not that Dadhiji got a prior communication from Lord Vishnu. Yesterday we have seen the example of Yamaraj. You cannot get an email or SMS or WhatsApp message from Lord Vishnu because Lord Vishnu understood that Yamaraj will not misunderstand me if I surpass his authority. Similarly, Lord Vishnu understood that Dadhiji will not misunderstand me if I plan for his death. At least Yamaraj, only a decision is surpassed, nothing more than that. But Dadhiji's life is being taken away. Dadhiji did not become emotional. He did not lose faith in the Lord's intentions. Calamities come in one's life, and sometimes by the will of the Lord, calamities come in one's life. Not many calamities we face in life because of our own karma, our own mistakes. When somebody does so many misdeeds, they are supposed to encounter so many calamities and reversals in life. But Dadhiji did not do any mistakes. No misdeeds, no sinful activities, no aparats. He is a pure devotee. But still, such a great calamity. Parikshit was cursed to die within 7 days. Chitraketu Maharaj was cursed to become a demon. Pandavas were sent on exile. Their property was taken away. Draupadi was insulted in public. Kunti Maharani lost her husband. Their house was set on fire. Uttara, she lost her husband. Abhimanyu. So many calamities, so many devotees faced in Srimad Bhagavatam. But the speciality of all these devotees is that they never blamed the Lord. They never doubted the intentions and integrity of the Lord. On one hand, we see this lady, Kritajyuti, the wife of Chitraketu. She lost faith in the Lord. As soon as her son died, she blamed the Lord. She criticized the Lord. You are acting like an inexperienced boy, child. How can a child die during the lifetime of his father? There is no such rule that father should die before the son. But she has kept a rule. Right? Sometimes we kind of confine the Lord or want to see the Lord in a box. Lord means he has to behave like this only. He cannot steal butter. How can he be God if he is stealing butter? Who told the Lord cannot steal butter? How can he be angry if he is God? God is all powerful, he can be angry also. He can be loving also. Sometimes we have our own expectations from the Lord or his devotees or some saintly persons. So because of which we lose faith in the Lord when the Lord arranges something for us, something unpleasant in our lives. So Kritajyuti lost faith in the Lord. Kritajyuti did not continue with the same reverence and respect for the Lord when her son died. So calamity is a test for our faith. And a sincere devotee understands that whenever we encounter some reversals or calamities in our lives, they are organized by the Lord, they are orchestrated by the Lord, they are ordained by the Lord as a result of my own past misdeeds. And even if I don't have any misdeeds, I need to understand that not a blade of grass moves without the Lord's sanction. Therefore, I must accept this will of the Lord. Tatena kampam susavikshavad bhanjana eva pakritam vipakam hridvagva purbhe vidadhan namaste jivetayo muktipade chadaya bhak. Tatena kampam susamikshamanam. If you carefully analyze, you will understand the reason for all our difficulties is Krishna. How? Because he is Sarvakarana Karana. He is the cause of all causes. He is the one who sanctioned, whether it is pleasure or pain. Nothing happens without the sanction of the Lord. Not a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Lord. The Lord has sanctioned his suffering upon me. But why? Why the Lord has to sanction the suffering upon a devotee? The answer is, sometimes people who are practicing devotional service also may do some mistakes, may do some aparats. They have a track record of doing a lot of misdeeds earlier. as a token punishment for all the misdeeds that they have done in the past, the Lord arranges for some suffering in the present or in the future. When the devotee understands that I am suffering because of my own past misdeeds and the Lord has sanctioned it for my own purification, let me gratefully accept it. This is the mentality of a devotee. And even if a devotee does not do any mistake, no misdeeds, practicing devotees may make mistakes, may do aparadhas, may have anarthas. But pure devotees, they have no aparadha, they have no anartha. Still they also suffer. Because the Lord wants them to suffer in this way so that the Lord can announce to the whole world how faithful my devotee is. My devotees are so loyal to me. Even if I arrange difficulties in their lives, my devotees will never lose their faith in me. My devotees are so loyal, so surrendered, so faithful that my devotees will never misunderstand my intentions or integrity. They never suspect my intentions. They never lose their faith in me. They never stop depending on me. Although Uttara lost her husband, Abhimanyu, when Ashwathama attacked her with a Brahmastra to kill the embryo within her womb, Uttara again took shelter of Krishna. She did not think that this Krishna never protected my husband Abhimanyu. Will he protect my son? Parikshit. What is the use of taking his shelter? Why should I take his shelter? I will not take. Let me find some other god. Uttara did not feel like that. Uttara is so loyal. Calamity is a test for our faith. When we don't lose faith in Krishna in a difficulty, then we are passing the test in flying colors. You want to pass the test or fail in the test. When we lose faith, we are failing in the test that Krishna has arranged for us. But when we encounter a calamity, when we are not just losing faith, but we are increasing our dependence on Krishna, we are increasing our prayerful attitude, we are increasing our remembrance of Krishna, then we advance in bhakti. Isn't it? Calamity is an opportunity for a devotee to intensify one's dependence on Krishna, increase one's prayerful attitude, and enhance one's own remembrance of Krishna. But calamity is not an opportunity or a means to lose faith in Krishna, but to intensify one's faith in Krishna, intensify one's prayerful attitude and dependence on Krishna. That's why Kunti Mata said, Vipadaha samtutaha shashvat tatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yasyat apunar bhavadarshanam. Let calamities come again and again, because calamities are giving me an opportunity to take shelter of Krishna, to see Krishna, to take darshan of Krishna. So this is the consciousness of a devotee. Dadhiji did not lose faith in Krishna, although the Lord has personally orchestrated the death of Dadhiji. Dadhiji understands that my Lord is my well-wisher. Even if he arranges for my death, he is my well-wisher. Even if he kills me, even if he sends all the devatas to kill me, to take away my life, still he is my well-wisher. He is bhaktanam shamabhipsataha. He is the desirer of auspiciousness in the life of his devotee. So this is the faith of Dadhiji. He did not become emotional. And Vritrasara also same thing. Vritrasara also did not feel emotional. I worship the Lord. How can he plan for my death? How can he send a mixed devotee like Indra with a weapon to kill a pure devotee like Vritrasara? No, Vritrasara may not lose faith. Dadhiji may not lose faith. By hearing this pastime, sadhaka and bhaktas may lose their faith. Sometimes it happens. When we discuss the story of Dhritarashtra, we have questions. My God, how could the Lord plan for the death of Dudhiji like this? How could the Lord plan for the death of Dhritarashtra like this? How could the Lord arrange so many difficulties in the lives of Pandavas? Pandavas are happy. They did not lose trust in Krishna. But those who are reading the story of Pandavas, they lose their faith. One of our relatives said that I will not chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I said, why? Why you can't chant? There is Ram Nam in this mantra. Ram underwent so many difficulties. If I chant his name, I will also face so many difficulties. So I will not chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I said, at least chant half mantra. Chant the first line, forget the second line at least. No. That second line is very close to the first line. So they are together. You can't chant half mantra. They have their own rules. So, these are people are so much obsessed to get their material prosperity that they can't even see the logic behind their material difficulties. Difficulty means I should hate it, I should not accept it. I am already pure, I don't need any further purification. Even if I am sinful, I should not suffer further sins. So this is the mindset of an average conditioned soul. Anyways, Dudhiji meditated on the Lord, and after death, where will he go? He will go back to Godhead. He will go to the spiritual world only. Wherever the devotee is always faithful. Maro bhi rakho bhi jo ichha. Whether you kill me or protect me, whether you give me prosperity or poverty, you are my well-wisher. Jo ichha tahar. Do whatever you like. Aslishya vapadaratam pinashtumam. The Chataka bird always looks at the sky. Raining clouds. Oh, rain cloud, whether you want to shower rain to quench my thirst or send a thunderbolt, send a lightning to burn me to ashes, I still look up to you only. I will not look somewhere else. Even if you give me Bisleri water or water from Ganga or Yamuna, I will not drink. I will look at the rain cloud only. So Chataka bird drinks water only from rain cloud, nothing, nowhere else. Similarly, a devotee looks at the rain cloud complexion Lord only. Marovi rakhovi joichata. Aslishya vapadaratam pinashtuma. Adarshanam marmahatam karotuva. Adarshanam. Whether you reveal yourself to me, give me your darshan, or don't give me your darshan, or even kill me, trouble me in 100 different ways, you are my worshipable master. I will not seek shelter in any other source except you. That is the mode of a devotee. Do we have that much faith? Indra took this thunderbolt, accompanied by all the other devatas. Indra went to the battlefield to fight with Dhritarashtra. And this time Indra and all the devatas were very, very enthusiastic, very, very excited. They have this rejuvenated strength. So, seeing them, the demons became a little scared. Still the demons went forward to fight with the devatas. But the devatas, they effortlessly defeated all the demons, and the demons became very fearful and they started running away from the battlefield. Now I don't think we will be able to counteract the weapons of the devatas. Better to protect our lives, and they started running away from battlefield. Then Dhritarashtra looked at the demons and said, "Demons, where are you going?" He said, "No, we can't fight with the devatas, and we are just running away." "No, don't do that. You are supposed to be warriors. You should not show your back to the enemy on the battlefield. There are only two glorious ways to give up one's body. One, by meditating on the Supreme Lord. Two, by being killed by an enemy on the battlefield as a warrior. Definitely you will not take the first option, I know. At least take the second option now. They said, we don't want both options. None of the above. And they ran away. So they ran. And Vritarasura was fighting alone. Nobody on his side. Nobody was on Vritarasura's side. Even if he becomes victorious in this battle, what will he do with all the opulence? Nobody was there on his side. But still, he understood the purpose of my life as ordained by Lord Vishnu, Lord Sankarshana, is to be killed by the thunderbolt weapon in the hands of Indra. That's the only ecstasy in Vritarasura's life. No other ecstasy in his life. The only purpose of Vritarasura's life is to be killed by Indra. Is there any other pastime? Did he have any married life, children, kingdom, family members, mother, father? He was born out of fire. And his father Tvashta created him only for the purpose of killing Indra. This is Vritarasura's life. Sometimes, if you feel that I don't have anyone, I'm anatha, I don't have loving relatives or family who can take care of me, nobody loves me, you just look at Vritarasura. Nobody loves him. All the demons left him. All the devatas are against him. And at one point, Indra was also hesitant to kill Vritarasura, seeing that Vritarasura is a Vaishnava. We will see all that sometime later. At that time, the sages said that, Indra, you better kill Vritarasura. Even if you incur sinful reaction by killing Vritarasura, we will conduct a sacrifice so that you will be relieved from sinful reaction. And even the sages are against Vritarasura. Devatas are against Vritarasura. Demons are against Vritarasura. Except Lord Vishnu. Everybody else in the entire universe is against Vritarasura. Nobody understood his heart. Nobody knew how exalted a devotee he is. Nobody understood his pure devotional qualities. Indra had a slight glimpse, but still he killed him. If we are misunderstood by someone, we just have to remember Vritarasura. We have to remember Bhishma. How many people misunderstood Bhishma? Even till date, they misunderstand Bhishma. Sometimes the Lord may keep us in such awkward circumstances, very terrible circumstances, where we are misunderstood by 100 people, 1,000 people. Nobody understands us, but still, we should never lose faith in the Lord. Already Vritarasura was cursed to become a demon by Mother Parvati, and Vritarasura remembers it. Vritarasura remembered his past life. How painful it must be. Generally the Lord will take away the remembrance of a conditioned soul. The Lord will not allow a conditioned soul to remember the past lives, but Chitraketu remembers. Mother Parvati cursed me to become a demon. And as a demon, I am being engaged in fighting with Indra. And Lord Vishnu personally orchestrated my death. He told Indra to kill me. Who loves me? Lord Vishnu doesn't love me. Mother Parvati doesn't love me. Shiva never counteracted my curse. Shiva doesn't love me. And my father who created me, Tvashta, he is only using me as a tool to kill his enemy. He has no love for me. I am only an instrument in his hand. I am being used up like this. And all the demons left me. All the devatas left me. Demons joined me earlier only because I was fighting with Indra, fighting with the devatas. They did not join me to love me. They never accepted my instructions. So, when you think nobody is loving you, nobody is caring for you, just remember the situation of Vritarasura. How scary it is. Can our situation be more worse than Vritarasura? But Vritarasura is very strong within. He has deep faith in the Lord. He has complete faith in the Lord. He understood that Although the Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu has planned for my death, he is my well-wisher. He only wishes my welfare, my auspiciousness in my life. So if he decided that I die in this way, let me die in this way. And to attain that death as ordained by him is the purpose of my life, is the goal of my life, is the prayojan of my life. And what is Abhidheya? To fight. Abhidheya is fighting, prayojan is death. That is Vritarasura's life. Sambandha Gyan is clear. Lord Vishnu is my killer. He is a decision maker. He decided my death. And Indra is the instrument in Lord Vishnu's hands. And Vajrayudha is instrument in Indra's hands. Vajrayudha, Indra, Vishnu, all three are planning to kill me. So Vritarasura dutifully fought with Indra. In this fight, Indra first released his Gada. He just took his club and threw. And Vritarasura just caught that Gada like this, not like this, like this. Right? Have you seen that painting, big painting, huge painting in the 6th canto of Bhagavatam? Yeah, here is Vritarasura. You see in the second book, Vritarasura is holding a trident. In the other hand, he kept like this. There is supposed to be a Gada there. Maybe the next design I will update it. A small Gada is there. So, Indra felt, my God, this Vritarasura made my Gada, my club, so useless. With that Gada, I have killed so many demons. That's an invincible weapon in my hands. And that weapon became useless. In Vritarasura's case, if I release my thunderbolt weapon, Vajrayudha also, Vritarasura will make it useless. I think I will not release it. Lord Vishnu told this thunderbolt weapon will have the capacity, will have the capability to kill Vritarasura, and Indra is not having sufficient faith in the Lord's instruction. This is misfortune. Sometimes when you go through this episode and go through the emotions of Indra, you will be like this. As a reader, I am having faith. How can Indra even doubt that thunderbolt weapon will not be able to kill Vritarasura? Indra thought, better I reserve this thunderbolt weapon for another less powerful demon. If I throw it on Vritarasura, definitely he will make it useless. I don't want to lose this weapon. He became little possessive and greedy to protect that weapon. He did not have sufficient faith in the Lord's instructions that thunderbolt will be able to kill Vritarasura. This is the nature of mixed devotee, who is not having sufficient faith in the Lord's instruction. Then Vritarasura said, why are we hiding the thunderbolt, Indra? Release it. The opponent, the enemy had more faith. He said, don't hide it, just release it. And Indra said, no, I will not release it. He will make it useless. But Vritarasura is motivating him. He gave a big motivational class. Vritarasura gave 3 motivational classes on the battlefield. First motivational class is to the demons who were running away from battlefield. Second motivation class is to the devatas. When the demons were running away from the battlefield, the devatas were running behind the demons and trying to attack them. Then Vritarasura said, what is the use of attacking people who are fearful? Do you know that sloka spoken by Krishna in the first canto? Mattam, pramattam, unmattam, shuktam, balam, striyam, jadam. You should not attack an intoxicated person, fearful person, weaponless person, chariotless person, or a child or a sleeping person. You should not attack. These are against the rules of battle. And the devatas, you are shamelessly attacking the demons who are running away from battlefield. What kind of warriors are you? You fight with me. He gave another inspirational talk to the demons. Now, third inspirational talk, motivational talk, he gave to Indra. Dear Indra, you should release the thunderbolt weapon to kill me. Lord Vishnu told him, Why are you doubting? No, I will not release. Indra is not releasing. Then finally, with the motivation of Vritrasura, Indra releases the thunderbolt weapon and cut one hand of Vritrasura, to cut the long story short. And then why it is continuing? Vritrasura was fighting with one hand, and at one point Indra was about to release this thunderbolt weapon and it fell down from his hands. It slipped from his hands. And Vritrasura was just beating Indra and Airavat. Airavat went 14 yards behind, and Airavat was shaken up, and Indra dropped the thunderbolt, and Indra felt very ashamed of picking up that weapon again. I am a great warrior. Weapon should never fall from my hands, and if it fell down from my hands, that's like an insult for me. I will not pick up a weapon that fell down from my hands. Another wave of ego or stupidity or foolishness overwhelmed Indra at this moment. He was thinking, how can I pick up a weapon which fell from my hands? Again, he is not thinking that Lord Vishnu told me to kill Vritrasura with this weapon so that I can rule the heavenly kingdom and do the service, continue my service. But Indra did not have that faith. He did not have the sufficient determination or commitment to execute that instruction. So Indra is just hesitating to pick up that weapon. Again, another motivational class he gave to Indra. Still Indra is not picking up the weapon. Then Vritrasura became frustrated and said, why am I wasting time with this Indra? He is not releasing his thunderbolt, and I am only trying to motivate him, and he is not listening to me. I also said to him, my one hand is cut. I am fighting with one hand only. And your both hands are there, why can't you fight? He is just giving that kind of motivation. But Indra is not listening. Then Vritrasura thought, I am wasting time with him, let me offer prayers to the Lord. So at this moment, he offered prayers. First prayer is, Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula,
Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula,
Dasanu Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuyah,
Dasanu Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuyah,
Manah Smareta Supater Gunamste,
Manasmareta Supater Gunamste,
Grinita Vakarma Karotu Kayah,
Grinita Vakarma Karotu Kayah,
Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula. Aham, I. Hare Tava Padaika Mula Dasanu Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuyah. I just want to become the servant of the servants of your lotus feet, O Lord Hari. Tava Padaika Mula Dasa means those are completely dedicated servants of your lotus feet. And I will become Dasanu Dasa, I will become the servant of your servants. This is my desire. This is the desire of a devotee. To become servant of Krishna? No. Servant of the servant of Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Ratha Yatra, he said that Naham Vipro na Chanarapatir napi Vaishyo na Shudro Naham Varni na Chagrahapatir no Vanastho Yatirva Kintu Prodyan Nikhila Paramananda Purna Mrutabher Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasa Anudasa Dasa Dasa Anudasa Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Shudra, I am not a Brahmachari, I am not a Grahastha, I am not a Vanaprastha, I am not a Sannyasi. I am a servant of the servant of the servant of the master of the gopis of Vrindavan. And Kulashekara Alvar goes one step ahead and he says, Tad Bhritya Bhritya Paricharaka Bhritya Bhritya Bhrityasya Bhritya Itimam Smara Lokanatha. I am the servant of 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 your servants. 7 times he uses the word. Vritrasura 2 times, Mahaprabhu 3 or 4 times, Kulashekara 7 times. To be a servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord is a very great privilege. To do Vaishnava Seva is great privilege. The Lord says, my devotees are not as dear to me as the devotees of my devotees. Okay. So, dasanudaso bhavitasmi bhuyaha. Even the Lord also aspires for the position of being a servant of his devotees. He was thinking, what great ecstasy that my devotees experience in rendering service to my lotus feet. Aham hare tava padaika mola dasa. Like bumblebees, honeybees, constantly hover around lotus. My devotees constantly are attached to my lotus feet. What is there in my lotus feet? Let me just taste. What nectar is there in my lotus feet? The Lord becomes Vatapatra Shani. And he lies down on that Vatapatra and he starts sucking his own too. And he is not satisfied with it. I think I should become a devotee only. I should become a servant only. I should adopt the mode of being a servant only. Who is the best of all my servants? Srimati Radharani. So I will accept her complexion. I will accept her mood as a servant of Krishna, and I will become Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that I can taste the emotion of being a servant of Krishna. Radha bhavatyuti subalitam naumi Krishna swarupam. Radha bhava. The Lord has accepted the bhava, emotion of Radharani. Dyuti. He also accepted the complexion of Radharani and he became a servant of Krishna. He adopted the mode of being a servant of Krishna. Just by accepting the mode, I cannot fully imbibe the spirit of being a servant. I must accept the complexion also, the uniform also, the external appeal also. He took golden complexion. Although I am accepting the mode as a servant, if I still maintain my bluish cowhead boy form, I will not be able to enter the mode. I should take the uniform. Okay, let me take her complexion. Let me become a sannyasi. Let me shave my head. Let me actually take birth in the family of devotees and become a devotee. Let me be surrounded by so many devotees and just embrace this emotion of being a servant of Krishna. Krishna dasa abhimane ananda sindhu koti brahma sukhana he tara eka bindu. Krishna dasa abhiman. The conception or the emotion of being a servant of Krishna is like Ananda Sindhu. It's like merging in an ocean of happiness, spiritual bliss. Koti Brahma Sukhana he Tara Eka Bindu. In comparison to that oceanic happiness of being a servant of Krishna, even great Brahmananda is useless. You take Brahmananda and multiply it with 1 million or 10 million and compare that Brahmananda with a drop of Bhaktiananda. This Bhaktiananda will weigh more. That is the greatness of being a servant of Krishna. Therefore, Vritrasura is praying, Aham hare tava padaika mula dasanu daso bhavitasmi bhuya manah smareta shupate gunamste granita vakkarma karotu kaya manah pateya manah smaret. Let me remember within my mind. Who? Asupati. Asu means life. Asupati means the Lord of my life. Asupati gunamste. Within my mind, let me, can you just make big that one shloka, just make it very big.
Yes, sir.
So the devotees can see it. Manah pater, manah smaret ashupater gunamste. Let me remember and meditate on the qualities of Lord Hari within my mind. And not only meditating in the mind, grinita vak karma karotu kaya. My vak, my word should also serve the Lord by glorifying. Kaya, my body, my hands also should render service to the Lord. My mind, my body, my words, all three faculties should render service to the Lord. In the mode of a servant, and the servant of the servant of the Lord. Granita vakkarma karotu kaya. This is the first prayer of Vritrasura. He wants to become a servant of the Lord. Second prayer of Vritrasura. Yeah, let's go to the second prayer. ननाकपृष्ठं न च पारमेष्ठ्यं
नानाचकृष्टं न साधवेष्ट्यं
न सार्वभौमं न रसाधिपत्यं
न सार्वभौमं न रसाधिपत्यं
न योगसिद्धेरपुनर्भवं वा
न योगसिद्धिरपुनर्भवं वा
समञ्जसत्वा विरहय्यकाङ्क्षे.
समञ्जसत्वा विरहय्यकाङ्क्षे.
Once again, recite.
न सर्वभौमं न रसाधिपत्यं न योगसिद्धिरपुनर्भवं वा समञ्जसत्वा विरहय्यकाङ्क्षे.
Earlier, he expressed what he wanted. Now he is saying what he doesn't want. Do's and don'ts both. Even in Satyavrata Muni's prayer in Damodara Ashtakam, he says what he doesn't want and what he wants. Both he says. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadhim va na chanyam vrineham vareshadapiha idam deva purnatha gopalabalam sada vevanasya virasakimanye. He said, Varam Deva, O Lord, please give me benediction. Oh, what do you want? Then he would say, Moksham na, I don't want liberation. Generally, people ask for liberation. What do you want? I want liberation. No, I don't want liberation. Moksham na, moksha avadhiva. I don't want moksha avadhi also. I don't want eternal residence in the spiritual world also. Nachanyam vrineham vareshadapiha. I don't want any other benedictions. Although you are Varesha, you are the best of all bestowers of boons, I don't want these other material boons. Idam deva purnatha gopala balam sada nivanasya virasakimanye. Let this beautiful form of Bala Gopal be manifest in my heart sada, always. In this prayer, our dear Satyavrata Muni asked what he wanted and rejected what he doesn't want. Similarly, Vritarasura also expressed his desire, what he wanted. He wants to become Dasanudasa, servant of the Lord, and he also wanted to utilize his body, mind and words, all three faculties in the service to the Lord. Now he is clarifying what he doesn't want. Nanaka prishtam nacha parameshyam. Nanaka prishtam. I don't want heavenly enjoyment. You want heavens? No. If he kills Indra, if he defeats Indra, naturally he will become Indra. He will get heaven. But Vritarasura is saying, I don't want heaven. Indra is standing right in front of him. He says, I don't want this heaven. Nanaka prishtam. Oh, you don't want Indra's position? Then you want Brahma's position? No. Nacha parameshtham. Parameshthi is Brahma. I don't want the position of Brahma also. He rejected all the upper planets by saying Nanaka prishtham nacha parameshtham. No heavenly planets, no Brahma's planet also. Tapoloka, Satyaloka, all these are included. Fine, you want Bhumandala, Bhuloka? So upper planets you rejected. Bhavarloka, Svaraloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, these six are gone. You want the earthly plane, Bhumandala? He said, Nacha Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma is sovereignty over the entire earthly realm. Bhumandala. I don't want that also. Oh, you are interested in lower planets? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. You want that? No! He said, Rasadhipatyam. Rasatala means the lower planets. The lower 7 planets also I don't want. Means all 14 planetary systems, any exalted position in all the 14 planetary systems is rejected by Vritarasura in half shloka. Then what do you want? You want yoga siddhis, mystic powers, anima, mahima, laghima, garima, prapti, ishitva, becoming greater than the greatest, smaller than the smallest, heavier than the heaviest, lighter than the lightest. You want that kind of opulences? Dhritarashtra said, I don't want that also. Na yoga siddhi. Then what do you want? You want liberation from this entire material universe? Basically, these 5 points. Nakaprishtam, Parameshtam, then Sarvabhaumam, Rasadhipatyam, Yoga Siddhi. All 5 are within this universe. Then he rejected all 5. Then the Lord asked him, you want liberation from this material universe? You don't want any exalted position within the universe, but you want liberation which is beyond the universe? Then Dhritarashtra said, no, I don't want liberation also. Apunarbhavam va. Apunarbhava means no birth, no repeated birth. That is called liberation. I don't want that also. Samanjasatva virahaya kankshi. Samanjasatva, oh Lord, you are the master of all opportunities. You can bestow all the 6 kinds of boons, but I don't want that. Why? Virahaya. I am in separation from you. Because I am in great pain of being separated from you, only union with you will give me happiness. Please mitigate the situation of separation. I want to serve you. I want to serve your devotees. I want to reunite with you. I don't want any other exalted boons. Na kankshi. So this is the prayer of Dhritarashtra. 8-5. 2 more shlokas can we take? That will complete prayers. Let's go to the next shloka. In the next shloka, Dhritarashtra offers this prayer. Ajata paksha iva mataram khagaha.
Ajata paksha iva mataram khagaha.
Stanyam yathavat saratah shudartha.
Stanyam yathavat saratah shudartha.
Priyam priyeva vishitam vishanna.
Priyam priyeva vishitam vishanna.
Manora vindaksha yudrikshate tvam.
Manora vindaksha yudrikshate tvam.
In this shloka, Dhritarashtra presents his aspirations. First he said, Ajata paksha iva mataram khagaha. Pakshi means a bird. Ajata paksha means bird that has not yet developed wings. Right? Ajata paksha means there are baby birds who have not yet developed wings to fly. How will they survive? The mother bird will go and collect some food and directly put the food into the mouths of the babies. Jata paksha iva mataram khagaha. Mata, the mother bird, will feed them. Just as a baby bird is dependent on the mother bird for its sustenance and survival, oh Lord, may I always depend on you. You are like my mother, I am like that baby bird. I am completely dependent on you. This is his prayer. But he thought, baby bird is not doing any service to mother bird. Baby bird is not doing any endeavor at all. Just sitting in the nest and mother is coming and feeding. I should do some endeavor also. I should do some parishrama. I should also approach the Lord. Instead of expecting the Lord to approach me, like the mother bird approaches the baby birds to maintain, I should also put some endeavor to approach the Lord. Then he gave the second analogy. He said, Stanyam yathavat saratah kshudartha. A hungry calf runs so enthusiastically, so eagerly with his upraised tail towards mother cow. The way a hungry calf runs enthusiastically towards mother cow, let me also run enthusiastically towards your lotus feet, O Lord. That is his prayer. Then Dhritarashtra thought, okay, this calf example is better than the bird example. Baby bird is not doing anything to approach the mother bird. So I should not be like that. I should be like calf. Calf is at least running towards the mother bird. Mother cow. But calf is not doing any active service to the mother cow. I should do some service also. Not just running towards the Lord for his shelter, for nourishment. I should also do some seva. Then he gave the third example. Priyam priyevam kushitam vishanna. Just as a wife eagerly waits for the husband to return home so that she can render services to the husband. Let me wait for you, O Lord. Let me serve you like a wife serves husband. Like Rukmini Devi waits in her palace. When will Krishna come? Although she had hundreds and thousands of maid servants who are perfect in their service to the Lord, still Rukmini Devi personally washes the lotus feet of Krishna, feeds him and does many other services, menial services. Just as a wife renders service to husband, let me also render service to you, O Lord. Manoravindaksha didrukshate tvam. O Aravindaksha, O lotus-eyed Lord, let me serve you. And I am very eager to see you. Didrukshate tvam means my eyes are very eager to see you. So the final prayer. Vritarasura thought that what am I asking for? I should serve the Lord like a wife. It's like too much for me to ask. I think I am not qualified to offer this prayer. Let me offer another prayer which suits my situation better. Yeah, go to the next sloka. He said, Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam.
Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam.
Samsara chakre brahmatam swakarmabhi.
Samsara chakre brahmatam swakarmabhi.
Tvanmayayatmatmajadarageshu.
Tvanmayayatmatmajadarageshu.
Asakta chittasya nanatha bhuyat.
Asakta chittasya nanatha bhuyat.
He said finally, Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam. Mama uttama shloka jana. Uttama shloka is the Lord who is glorified in choicest poetry. Uttama shloka jana are the devotees of the Lord. Sakhyam, I want friendship with your devotees, O Lord. I may not be able to render service to your lotus feet just the way a wife renders service to husband. Just like Rukmini service you or Lakshmi Devi service you. I must just aspire for the association of your devotees. Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam. Samsara chakre brahmatam swakarmabhi. Although in this samsara chakra I may wander from one species to another species because of my karma, still I am not asking for liberation from the cycle of birth and death. All I am asking you is an opportunity to associate with your loving devotees in loving friendship. You know my condition? Tvan mayaya, because of your maya, atma, atmaja. Atma is body, atmaja means children. Dara, wife, gruhesh, home. I am too much caught up in this materialistic household life with wife, children, body, etc. And materialistic, of course, Vritarasura did not have wife or children or body, children, etc. But still, he is representing a conditioned soul and offering this prayer. This is not his prayer, this is our prayer. Tvanmayayatmatmajadarageshu asakta chittasya nanatha bhuyat. Asakta chittasya. My chitta is completely caught up in this materialistic household paraphernalia. Please release me. Please relieve me from this entanglement, O Lord. This is his prayer. Then after offering this prayer, Vritarasura again turned to Indra and said, will you release your thunderbolt or not? Come. How long should I wait? Anyways, Indra finally released the thunderbolt and cut the second hand of Vritarasura. And Vritarasura thought, I don't have both hands, but I have a mouth. With mouth I can fight. He extended his mouth and swallowed Indra. Indra went inside. And he thought, fight is over. Opponent is gone now. He's in my belly. What do I do now? I will meditate on the Supreme Lord Sankarsana. He started meditating. And Indra, within the belly of Dhritarashtra, he employed Narayana Kavacha and then cut his abdomen and came out. Because he had Narayana Kavacha, he was able to come out of Dhritarashtra's abdomen. Otherwise, he could not have survived within the digestive system of Dhritarashtra. He came out of Dhritarashtra's body, and with the thunderbolt he has cut the neck of Dhritarashtra, and eventually he regained his heavenly opulence after experiencing the sinful reactions for killing Dhritarashtra. It's a very long story. I think it's 8:15. I should not be extending beyond this time. But I think I'll conclude here. But these are the prayers of Dhritarashtra, glorious prayers. We can meditate on them, we can elaborate on them for a long, long time and enter the mood of being a Dasanudas of Krishna and appreciate and taste and relish that mood of being a Dasanudas. That's the essence of this episode of Dhritarashtra, who never misunderstood the Lord, although the Lord has personally orchestrated a plan for his death. To that degree, a devotee can have trust in the Lord's intentions. May we also develop the trust in the Lord's intentions, although He arranges so many unpleasant circumstances in our lives. He wouldn't do it randomly. He will do it, and He has a reason for it. He has a logic behind it. But what is expected from us is that we should just accept His will, execute His will without losing faith, and understand that He is our genuine well-wisher. Whatever way He treats us, whether it is materially pleasant or unpleasant, He is our genuine well-wisher. So these episodes of Dhritarashtra, Dadichi and many other great devotees like Pandavas, they will rejuvenate that faith in the Lord and help us recommit to the process of bhakti without any distractions or deviations. This is Srimad Bhagavatam that exalts a demon more than a devata. Right? This is Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This is the last session in this visit to Wellington. I am very grateful to all of you for your kind attention during the sessions and for your wonderful affection beyond the sessions. And I definitely had a very memorable time in this first visit to Wellington. I am very inspired by your eagerness to hear Krishna Katha and your loving dealings, and I feel very grateful for receiving so much of love and affection from all of you last 2 days, and especially the glorious Vaishnava family of His Grace Ambarish Maharaj Prabhu. Although he is much elder to me, very senior to me, still he is so down to earth and humble. I don't deserve to receive so much respect from him, but still he is so humble, and I am very grateful to get an opportunity to directly associate with him here and learn many Vaishnava qualities from many of you in my interaction. And if I have caused any inconvenience to in any way in the last couple of days, kindly forgive me for that. And I seek your blessings for my continued attempts in practicing Krishna consciousness and sharing that joy with others as much as I can. And I seek your blessings and prayers and empowerment